Hello guys, good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today we're going to talk about humility. Have you ever met a person who is talented, rich, and whenever they perform on stage or in sports, you could actually say that he is the best of the best. He is the reason why the team wins. He is the reason why, you know, the school or an institution became rich or profitable or even known because of that person. But nevertheless, that person ever make another human being, another individual feel small. Have you met that person? Because I did. I met the landlords in Dublin. You know, they actually have some kind of meetups regularly once in a week until up to this point. So they have a meetup, and it's open for everybody. I could even go there and just pay €20. One of the finest hotel here in Dublin. And I met rich people, but they're actually just wearing t-shirt like runners. I haven't seen anyone with a gold and attach case. They're all humble, and whenever you talk to these people, they're ready to listen to you. They're kind, and they're willing to give you their their experiences from start to finish. And you can see their portfolios. They never ever make me feel small. That I've never felt like they're better, in all sorts of property investing, and they're willing to talk on stage to share that to everybody how they made it. And I've also looked after some superstars and the CEO of these big companies, and I actually like these people because even though they have like some kind of edge, I'm speaking about social status, they're still willing to listen to me and give me advice, address the issues that I've no idea about, but they are, that's their masterpiece. And they're willing to talk and share their experiences about, money management, how to, I met this person, like 4 years ago, and he's the CEO of one of the investing company in Dublin. And I asked him, he's one of those guys who's going to evaluate investment when you present them to his company. And I told him, look, this is what I want. I want properties. I just want to buy houses and make a passive income. Actually, my favorite thing to do is to buy our apartments, the apartment buildings, maybe 10 units or more, 50 units, if I can have partners who are smarter than me. And out of all those things that I told him and I've shared it to him, he asked me, why? Why do you want to do it? Why? I want to know why. He wants to know my big why. And he explained to me why is it important. And he told me that your big why will fuel your dreams in the long run. Whatever shortcomings will come around, your why, your reason why you want to do it. I want to know why. He's actually willing to listen to me, even though I'm just one of his carers, and I just hope I wish him the best. And so as to me. And he never showed me that, look, it's nothing. I mean, no, you don't have to. You don't, we're better than you. No, I've never felt that way. I was even much open when I talked to him. And he shared to me his favorite investment, where he wants to put in his money. And that's what I love about this kind of people, the humble people. Humility means being kind, respectful, and not acting like you're better than others. Even if you're smart, strong, talented, wealthy. Being humble means you don't show off or make others feel small. And that is why it's cool to be kind and humble. Now, why is it important to be humble? Basically, it actually help you network. What I'm trying to say is it helps you when you're humble, when you're kind of humble person, it helps you gain more friends, regardless of their social status. And then, you know, you're also a good teammates. It helps you it's easier for humble people to make friends because they actually give a heck about you. They listen. They don't brag and they treat everyone with respect. And I also met a man here in Dublin who owns over 10 houses plus his company, but he's using the bus as his transport. He's not into fancy cars. He's okay with the bus. Because I saw him in the bus, I just didn't want to, as if I didn't see him. But we had a good conversation, before I saw him in the bus with his wife. And you can actually be a good teammate when you're humble because, you give a heck about other people. You own your mistake. You share. You listen to others. And you're not always in competition to be the best of the best than others, for your own sake. What humble people is after is that they care about helping others than showing off, knowing that they're already the best of the best. And what's good about being humble is that, that, in yourself that you don't know everything. Even though it seems like you know everything, all the notes, the piano, how to play around, but you still admit you don't know everything and you are still teachable. And that what makes you better and better to the utmost best ever, but you're still looking down, respectful, kind to others, and that is super cool. You don't brag, you don't have time for that. Because you spend your time and attention into getting better. At the same time, be kind to the world. And, these humble people actually have all the opportunity to grow and become the best of the best teammate in sports, in music, in investing, in relationship, especially in relationship, owning your mistake, being a good teammate, repairing your relationship problems actually helps you fix the problem itself and keep the relationship better and better over time. It could be a relationship with yourself, with your, your significant others, or your team in sports, in the office, wherever you are. And it's easier to say sorry, when you're humble. It's easier for you to fix the problem and not do the same mistake over again because you own it, you recognize it, you're self-aware in the most part. So, look, what I'm trying to say today is that in all aspects of life, even though you're not the best of the best in sports, music, entertainment, investing money, time management, productivity, even though you're not the best of the best, you're not famous, but wherever you are right now, regardless of what other people think about you, what is important is how you think about yourself in the most part. And humility means so much more to yourself, for you to become a better person to yourself, to your relationships, and it resonates in all, in all aspects of life that you're connecting to, in the quality of your work, how you manage conflicts, how you get better in your relationship, and, how it helps you progress towards your target, which is your goal, your destination, your journey. And that's how important humility is. It makes you feel like human, kind, and ready for action ready to fight the problem, not the relationship, for the best, for the welfare of everyone, not just yourself. So I hope I shared something valuable today. If you ever love this episode, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, even an X, Reinforce Big Love. By the way, this is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.